What is up, everyone? Mr.StealUrGurl here, taking a real quick break from the StealSpeaks Open to cast a viewer submission. I'm not going to say who it is just yet, so just because that might give it away. A lot of Waystation Zeta casts going on right now. I'm going to pause the game so I could introduce the players properly, but a lot of Waystation Zeta because it's been the third... It's what, the third round of the StealSpeaks Open, but this is not a StealSpeaks Open cast, but it just so happens to be Waystation Zeta, so hopefully you all are not burnt out on Waystation Zeta. I'm burnt out and saying it right now. But anyhow, here we go. I am going to cast this bad boy for you all. Let's see who the players are. We got Sloppy Towel. Dude, what type of name is that? Letting out Sloppy Towel. I hope it's not one of those nasty towels when you're done having your happy time, if you know what I mean. He is the Blue Cybran, dropping down 3 land factories. He is going hard on land. And his teammate, Heater, going as the Green Cybran. It appears he is rushing air, doing that guard trick. I like it. He really wants to shut his opponent's air down and fast. And their opponents, ours, we got Waldkbold, also known as ours, chilling here as the red UEF commander. Ours, could you please play a round 3 match so I can move on with the StealSpeaks Open? Come on, man. It just so happens you're in this game. So scouting going off for both parties. Teal, I believe that's Alphahex, because I saw his name pop up. Heater and Cheater. Oh, not Heater. Oh, my goodness. The Green Cybran's name is Cheater. Hopefully he's not really a cheater. So both sides have seen everything, and down goes that little... What was that, a Gemini? So here we go. We got Alphahex right here, spawning in as the proper color. He is the Teal Aeon commander, starting off with that double air factory goodness. I do enjoy that. Let's speed this bad boy up. Ours got regeneration on his units, and it appears he is going hardcore for land, and he had to pause his factories to get out more resources, it appears. And that is a very nice tactic there, rolling out with 4 loyalists to attack that engineer, and Cheater really needs to be alert to take out Alphahex's units. He needs to wait and get in the proper position, but I think Alphahex sees him, and he has definitely got the better engagement on that one. It appears that, yeah, Alphahex is going to dominate that air fight. And well done there by ours, making sure those loyalists do not cause a headache for Alphahex. Very good teamwork from an awesome team. And a little bit of a frack dart down here with ours and a couple of Rockhead tanks taking on a small group of loyalists, and I really like how ours eventually got his rockheads behind his commander, and he's sucking up that yummy mass. And I like how Alphahex and ours are expanding, and I do believe Sloppy Towel is doing the same thing. Why would you name yourself Sloppy Towel? Hopefully he doesn't mess up, doesn't end up being too sloppy in this game. And it appears Alphahex is going in to try to shut down Cheater's air game, but Cheater will not be having any of that. He's throwing down some AA all over his factories, shooing away Alphahex's air units. And Alphahex trying to bomb the Sloppy Towel, but the Sloppy Towel absorbs those bombs. That is such a nasty thing. And AA towers all over the place now. Alphahex isn't going to be able to do much, but Sloppy Towel has expanded so well. And that poor engineer just got one-shotted, total slaughter right there. And I like how Sloppy Towel is splitting apart, going all over the place, trying to do what he can do. And down goes a mass extractor for Sloppy Towel as the Loyalists and Gemini combination takes out that group of Rockheads. And those Loyalists are not going to have a good day, but an awesome pro pro split from Sloppy Towel. I do enjoy that. And Sloppy Towel is not going to really be able to expand, which is super unfortunate. And it appears that bombs going off right in the middle of ours units, right in the middle of his base. But he's not going to be able to stop. Cheater is not going to be able to stop ours' units from destroying at least one mass extractor. And I like how that unit is hiding. He's taking some damage, but not enough to kill him. That is very well done. And it appears a little air engagement we missed. Just a tiny bit. Not much happened there. But Alphahex is doing whatever the heck he wants to these poor Loyalists. And the Geminis are... Cheater just took out 3 in one pass. That had to hurt so bad. And a very favorable position for Alphahex, just blapping away at the back of Cheater's Geminis. That is not where you want to be. And it appears Cheater's air units are being wiped out once again. And that leaves Cheater with no air force against Alphahex's full air force and 3 air factories. And a well, maybe not a pro split, but a very good split. Sloppy Towel finally gets to the adapters. Definitely what is needed on the ground here. And, oh my goodness, that could have been more devastating. But unfortunately, this wall here, as you can see, it stopped some bombs. That is the MVP to many of the matches we have seen here. I'm just kidding, not really the MVP, but did a significant amount of blocking. But 2 Loyalists still went down, so that's still pretty good. And now Alphahex will know that adapters are on the ground. And very good idea there, Cheater. Suck up those tasty mass morsels in your base. And I like how he is sucking up those mass morsels here with that engineer. And finally, there is an expansion. I would like to see some AA towers sprinkled throughout here to stop Alphahex's tyranny in the air. And Alphahex has already expanded quite a bit, and he really would be smart to move that engineer to be somewhat useful. But you know what? I'm not playing the game. I can see everything. Alphahex is still doing a great job making good use of that engineer. Maybe he wants an engineer there for a reason. There it is. He wants to put in radar, so that is an awesome use of that engineer. And there is a Fractar there, and a great counter to Loyalists. An awesome counter. That is the Demolisher. The Demolisher in a couple volleys can definitely put the hurt on those adapter shields. It would be wise, since they're engaging in this little area, that Sloppy Towel would stop being so sloppy and pop out some Brackman. He's not so sloppy. I'm just playing, of course. But it'd be really wise to... Oh, what the heck happened there? Alphahex is in not a good position. He flies over a lot of AA and takes a lot of punishment for it. And down goes... And a gantry is dropped down with a Fat Boy coming up. Going to be hot off the presses very soon. And 4 air factories there for Sloppy Towel. Why is my voice being silly? Excuse me, guys. I'm going to take a sip of water. And I like how ours has decided to make pea shields. That is going to be an awesome thing. And lots of damage going off. Those adapters are so good taking out air units, and that was a pro move there from Cheater, aggroing out some of the air units over, be pulled over those adapters. I like that. And look at those Cobras. They are doing some eco damage to Alphahex. I don't even know if he knows about this, but R sure notices it, and he really wants to take out those jerk Cobras, taking out, getting free pot shots on Alphahex's eco. That was an awesome move there from sloppytowel. This is a great match, guys. I'm so glad Alphahex told me to cast it. And what is ours doing not moving up those fat boys? Maybe he's waiting for 2 fat boys. That would be a great idea. And it looks like Alphahex is going to have to make a decision. He's got the chrome shield, probably the, what would that be called? The flares. No, I don't see the flares, but he's got the chrome shields at least. And he's got a large number of air factories pumping out WeDo boats, but he has since then paused the factories, unpause them now, and dropping down a research station as 2 fat boys are coming in. And what the heck happened to the army of ours? Ours' army has gone down to just pretty much loyalists, unfortunately. Not loyalists, I mean adapters, unfortunately for him. And wow, those adapters need to get the heck out of there. They are not doing damage to the fat boys, but the fat boys are certainly doing damage to them. I do not know what the heck they're trying to do. Yeah, that army is effectively wiped out by fat boy fire. Those fat boys have been dropped down to the yellow. Ours' army has been almost completely destroyed, and I like the point defense underneath factory shields. A little close together for my taste, but you know what? When you see an army coming in, you're just going to drop down point defense in a line in any way needed. And Alphahex is now the ruler of the sky, taking out resourcing options, and I believe that walls are getting totally in the way. As you can see, no damage going off on that mass extractor. Lots of mass being destroyed there for sloppytowel. Unfortunately, sloppytowel is losing lots of resources. Right now he needs all the mass he could get. And a bombing run going off. Not killing the fat boy. The fat boy going under P shields. An awesome move by ours. This is why he is one of the top players. That awareness is awesome. And I did not see this little run by here. These adapters are not going to get a lot done. They need to be split apart, but they are right together, getting murdered by those WeDo boats with flares. Not a lot is going to get done there, but an army is almost completely destroyed there for poor sloppytowels. Poor sloppytowel is kind of looking, I don't want to say sloppy because he's not a sloppy player. He's obviously doing an awesome job. But I want to say he's sloppy because he doesn't have the units to deal with it. But he's not sloppy because he's bad. It's sloppy because ours is just shooting. He just has 5 fat boys right in front of his base. That is a painful thing for anyone to experience. Jump jets. And that could be a saving grace. Jump jets and... oh, what happened? Oh, cheaters get sniped by Alphahex. And I think the end is nigh. And boom, down goes sloppytowel in a blaze of glory. So that was an awesome match there. Nice snipe there, Alphahex. You just flew in there and said night-night to cheater. You don't want none of that cheating. You said no to that. So you said bye-bye. And ours! Where is he? There he is in his red UEFE goodness. You really held the line there and you pushed in like a boss. Did some major damage to Sloppy Towel and Cheater's base. Cheater and Sloppy Towel, you guys did awesome, and I still don't understand why you would name yourself Sloppy Towel. That sounds like something you would use at the end of a self-loving session. I'm sorry for the vulgarity, folks, but I have to say it. But I think that's what you were going for, right, Sloppy Towel? Anyhow, awesome job there, Sloppy Towel and Cheater. You guys did a great job against some of the best players right now in Supreme Commander 2. Anyhow, everyone, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for supporting this channel. And thank you for sending this in there, Alphahex. He was the guy who sent that in. Thank you so much for doing such a cool thing and asking and telling me this is the one you want casted. So it happened. And like this video, everyone. Subscribe to my channel and share with your friends and family if they so like Supreme Commander 2. And as always, everyone, GG.